Hi everyone, and thanks for checking out my channel. I'm going now to have a look at coffee. I didn't get a chance to make that video over the weekend. We could have a proper setup in place for some long entry, so I'll just go into the details here. We could see as of last week with the quote report, we had that move down from roughly 100 to 97, and that move happened with a reduction of the long position from the managed money. So no really strong increase in the short position or change in the strategy. They are still remaining net short, but not actually increasing to that position. So that could be supporting continuation of that small short trend move up that we're having at the moment. Of course, is 93 an actual bottom on what would be another trend line here? That's a question that we can answer now, but it's a possibility. Now I'll have a look quickly at the setup that I'm looking at. We could have a reversal figure forming now, which is a cup and handle figure, which is one of the figure I really like to trade because they usually have high probability to complete and also allow to set stop loss quite nicely. So we got the cup here between the 104 and the bottom at 93. Got a move up again to 104, rejected, and then a move that is roughly below 50% of the cup's high. So that's usually the proper setup with a double bottom here. There's a really small divergence as well, so this was pointing for this to reverse, and now we had that price stopping on the trend line, the short-term trend line here on Friday, and we'll be now looking at what's gonna happen next. I believe, in my opinion, that we could have a long entry potential here. Should we retrace a little bit lower? Just change the color here. Yep, like this, or could be a bit shallower, but somewhere there, like 98, 97 target. I could set up for a nice entry. As we can see, the 4 hours trend line that came roughly about that at that point with the divergence we had, so it was quite sharp. We retraced a little bit lower with some powerful momentum on that move, but then we couldn't get any follow through, so it could be pointing to continuation of that trend. So in terms of the RSI, we would drop back down to the trend line here. That would approximately be the same, and bouncing to that trend line for continuation of that move, break of that trend line, and potentially break higher 104. So should we break that figure up, then we're having a target. This is actually quite neat spot on the large trend line we had before that 140, 130 previous stops. So that would take us here. That's a nice trade at 116 with a risk relatively low. Should we be able to accumulate from 98? That's a bit of an anticipation, but that could be done with a stop loss somewhere at 95, or otherwise can wait for the breakout and set the stop loss underneath the waterline. That's still a good 10% that can be made on that trade, so still quite interesting. So yeah, I'll be following this this week for potential long entry at that level, and yes, until then, keep an eye on this, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.